I'm gonna say Brakatay Hawa, Brakatay Hawa Shah, Brakatay Hawa, Brakatay Hawa Shah, call Halayim La Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shah, by Shem Kakwadash. Double honors my apostle, it was a great millstone of well. Peace and salutation to all the Akim, pushing this truth for the righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. This your brother Tazama Deborah coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah. And through the spirit, want to do a real brief World War III update, showing you how the Most High is drawing this thing closer and closer, showing you we're closer to the MOTB being pushed out through society, man. We're getting closer and closer to these tensions here in World War III. It's going to escalate to all-out war, man. So let's. I'm gonna play a few clips and grab some precepts from Lord willing apparatus. This lesson is edifying through the spirit and power. Yahweh by Shem Shah. And before I play the clips, I want to say this is a copyright disclaimer of Section 107 Act of 1976. Fair use. I'm not using this for any education. I'm not using this for monetary gain. I'm using this for educational purposes only under Section 107 on the Act of 1976. This is a copyright disclaimer, fair use. And we're going to listen to Vladimir Putin, and then we're going to grab a few clips off TikTok showing you how this is going to escalate to all hell breaking loose. And before we see it really escalate, they have to push the MOTB according to Bible prophecy. And this is why you're seeing the de-dollarization. What's happening, everybody's dumping the dollar, everybody's isolating America, even with these tariffs and things like that. Why? Because that's going to lead to a World War III. That's going to lead to all hell breaking loose, man. Because once they really dump the dollar and they have to push out this CBDC, this central bank digital currency, you're going to see civil unrest, you're going to see chaos in the streets, you're going to see people taking matters in their own hand, but at the same time, them war tensions is going to be increasing simultaneously at the same time what's going on here in America, man. So the Bible is speaking loud and clear. This is showing you, hey, Matthew 24, hey, it's speaking, man. Matter of fact, let's get there first. This is Yahweh Shah speaking to the disciples. This Matthew chapter 24 and verse 4, and it says, Yahweh Shah answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying I am Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And you should hear wars or rumors of wars, see that you be not troubled. And this is what you've been hearing the last few years, how this tension with Russia's been getting more and more, serious, especially when it comes to this Ukraine situation, how it's been drawing in more nations. And it says, see then that you be not troubled, because, hey, we understand that it's not really going to pop off until they really push out this MOTB system. So they really start pushing out the CBDC, this social credit system, and really shut it down. Then it's really going to pop off, and we can see all the various avenues of that taking place, man. You see a rise of another strand, so they're going to bring another LDs and shutdowns, and at the same time, that's really going to cripple this economy. That's really going to cripple the markets and really shut down a lot of these places as far as jobs and more layoffs, and people going to have to go home. You know what I'm saying? They're going to start doing what? Rioting and protesting in the streets, civil unrest. They're going to push out the universal basic income. But at the same time, that's the same time that they're going to be trying to usher in the MOTB system and ration out who gets what. You have to, if you want to participate in society, you have to have, man. That's the same time it's going to be going on. And it says, for many shall come in my name, saying I am Mashiach, shall deceive many, and you shall hear wars and rumors of wars, see then you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet, and that's it. All these things must come to pass, man. Civil unrest, nation against nation, and the MOTB being getting pushed out, all the various things concerning Bible prophecy must come to pass before the nuclear destruction, man. And the MOTB is one key factor to showing you we're at the end of this thing. And we're here, man. They're already showing you different, as far as Apple, as far as the people with the Neuralink now, walking around with Neuralinks. So they're already showing you that we're here. And it's going to continue to get worse, man. So Yahweh Shah spake of these things of his return. He spake of these things that will be taking place of his return, man. Because Yahweh Shah, Revelation 19:10, is what? The spirit of prophecy, man. So we're seeing Yahweh Shah's spirit being manifest throughout the four corners of the earth. And this is how you know we're at the end of this thing. That's why the Lord said the end is not yet. Because you don't really see the MOTB out here, and you don't really see the civil unrest. When you start to see these various things, you understand that.
Слышим, все время звучит. Вы должны, вы обязаны. Мы вас серьезно предупреждаем. Вы кто такие вообще?
456 drones, all of which hit their targets. While external
How long do you think it's going to be before NATO gets involved? The European leaders are
The next few hours could be catastrophic for the world.
Russia has officially retaliated, and Trump says it may only be the beginning. Today is June 5th, 2025, and the countdown to World War III just accelerated. Just 24 hours after Ukraine launched the devastating Operation Spiderweb, destroying over 40 Russian military aircraft, the Kremlin made its next move. Russian drones lit up Ukrainian skies overnight, striking multiple civilian areas. These weren't precision strikes. These were warnings. Putin isn't just angry, he's on the offensive. President Donald Trump confirmed he spoke directly with Putin after the attacks. He called the conversation serious and warned that this may only be the beginning. The Kremlin is now publicly saying we will respond further when we say fit. That's code for no limits, no warning. With NATO on edge and Putin hinting at deeper strikes, we are now deep within uncharted territory. This isn't just a Russia-Ukraine war anymore. This is superpower chess with nuclear stakes. And don't forget, Trump's 14-day ultimatum is still ticking. How long do you think it's going to be before NATO gets involved? The European leaders are chomping at the bit. Let me know in the comments and follow. How long do you think it's going to be before NATO gets involved? The European leaders are chomping at the bit. Let me know in the comments and follow.
Yeah, because this is the Lord's movie, and they're gonna get involved. They're gonna get involved very, very soon, man. This is let's finish it out. Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and that's what you're going to see, a civil unrest, people taking matters in their own hands, seeing that the government basically fucked them, man. You got this Elon versus Trump thing, nothing but calling chaos. That's all it is, man. That's all it is, WWE, man. It's nothing but it's a stage. It says, in kingdom against kingdom, you have Russia, Ukraine, and America. You have China. You have them small hats. Iran, but mainly the key players are Russia and America. That's the key players. That's what the key players of this game. But one of the key players that people are really not paying it to, but the men of the Lord are, when the Most High put the spirit on Iran to attack them small hats, man. That's because them small hats, they want to attack Iran. And this is why they don't want Iran to have nuclear capability, because they're right next door and they understand that they're going to attack them small hats. And that's the times we're coming into, man. And it says there should be famines. You see the famines. You see the orchestrated famines, these crazy weather patterns. You see what's going on. You see the pestilence. You see the rise of another strand where they're trying to really start to shut places down again. So we see what's going on. And it says earthquakes in diverse places. You're hearing about the volcanoes erupting over there in California under the ocean, which can cause it to split. There's various things that can major happen. They said if that happened, it can be over 10,000 plus earthquakes around in one day, or basically in America. So that can create what? That create typhoons and things like that. So we're in those times, man. We're in those times. It says all these are the beginnings of sorrows, man. Hey, it's only up from here. And the Most High is going to continue to push out his spirit throughout.
The next few hours could be catastrophic for the world. Russia is about to launch an attack so devastating, so destructive, that we may have never witnessed anything like it before. All limits have now been crossed.
And this is the Most High. This is the Most High. See, people don't understand this. Hey, this is the Most High's will. Real quick. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1. The king's heart is in the hands of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth so wherever so he willeth. So this is the Most High's will. The Most High has kept Russia at a standstill, being patient to really, because they really want to eradicate Ukraine. They can, but it's the Most High's will. The Most High is orchestrating this thing, man. The Most High is lining this thing up. He's the true chess player, man. He's lining this thing up. He's playing chess, not checkers, man. He's lining it up. He's getting all the nations involved the way he wants to, man. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 4, it says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as a great people, a tumultuous noise of kingdoms of nations gathered together. And that's what you're seeing. The Lord is gathering all the nations together. He's getting all the nations to rise up. So what? So they can go into the valley of Yehoshaphat, man. So they can prepare for World War III. Because when this thing really pop off, when NATO attacks Russia, or Russia really put the spirit on to really attacks one of them EU countries, NATO nations, or Israel attack Ukraine, something major can happen. You're going to really see the true force of the Most High with the spirit on them Russians to really attack. And it says kingdoms and nations gather together. The Lord of hosts muster the hosts of the battle. And that's what you're seeing. The Lord is mustering the hosts of the battle. The Lord is in control of all these things, man. Man's going out of ways of the Lord. How can a man understand his own way? Said the Lord is putting on the spirit of these nations to rise up for World War III. He's doing this. He's putting the spirit on Esau, Edom, to be antagonists and going and doing all these various things. Why? Because he wants to usher in the return of his beloved son Yahushua. Because Yahushua is going to return when all hell is breaking loose, especially around the time of World War III, when it's really at its height, man. That's when we're going to see the return of our beloved brother Yahushua, man. And it says, they come from a far country, from the ends of heaven. Even the Lord and his weapons of indignation destroy the whole land. And that's what the ICBM missiles, man. The intercontinental ballistic missile, which is going to come from Russia and various other nations, man. The ends of heaven. The arrows.
First, look at these scenes. They show what happened inside Russia today. Ukraine claims responsibility, stating they launched 456 drones, all of which hit their targets. While external drones can be intercepted, what do you do when entire drone cabins are smuggled inside your territory? This is unprecedented in human history. Not just an external attack, but a coordinated internal drone strike that caused massive destruction from within. It's no wonder the U.S. is in shock. Initially, major Western media reported that Donald Trump had prior knowledge and was informed by Ukraine. But soon after, under heavy pressure, they retracted, claiming neither Trump nor any U.S. officials were informed. The fear is
and they know. They was informed. This is all theater of war. They know, man. This is because at the end of the day, the Lord is orchestrating this thing, man. And they know because they behind it. Everybody know that. Everybody know that America's behind that, what's going on over there, man. Because America is the bully. America is the hammer of the earth, man. And through Bible prophecy, hey, the hammer of the earth is going to be seized real quick. Jeremiah 50:23. It says, how is the hammer of the earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon becoming desolation among the nations? And that's what's coming. Because America has went out and taken all the nation's resources, put them under that debt, which is the US dollar, and basically have them subject under them. But that's why they have embassies over there. So you don't think America knew that it was strikes being taking place over in Russia? Come on, man. Yes, they knew that, man. Everybody knows they know that, but they had to manipulate the minds of the masses so the masses to stay asleep so they won't really worry about what's going on over there. They don't really worry about the hike and the tensions. They worry about Elon versus Trump and bullshit, man. Keep them distracted. Hegelian dialects, man. Keep them distracted for what's really about to take place, man. These people don't really understand what's about to take place. They understand we one major event away from really shutting this shit down over here in America. They them ushering out that CBDC, the MOTB. They don't understand that. They understand that we one major event away. They ain't make that movie leave the world behind for no reason. Showing, and it shows you where the height of tension with Iran, with Russia. See, people forget about the sanctions that they got on Iran. So you people go to sleep anytime they give you some bullshit out there. That's how you know this is Rome all over again. The bread and circus, you go right back to sleep, man. As long as you got your food and you got your little job, you stay asleep. People forgot about the sanctions that's on Iran. People forgot about them small hats that's ready to attack Iran, man. And people forgot that who's backing Iran? Russia. So we see the height of this thing, man. You don't think them Amalekites is involved what's going on in Ukraine? You got your mind. Them small hats are very involved what's going on in Ukraine. Because them small hats is mainly the ones over there ruling over there in Ukraine, man. So come on, man. We're not ignorant Satan devices. We fully see what's going on, man.
Real, because Putin's reaction has forced NATO countries to go on full high alert, possibly the highest in history. The UK has even declared it is ready for war with Russia. This war is clearly
No, they're not, man. They're not ready for war with Russia, man. Because they go to war with Russia, man, they're going to have to bring out. Russia's going to bring all its allies involved, man. China, one of the other world's biggest superpowers, Ukraine, one of the world's
no longer just about Ukraine. It's escalating toward a European or even global conflict. Trump says, "We knew nothing. They didn't tell us anything. They did this on their own. Had I known, I would have informed." But now the real issue is Putin's direct orders. Retaliate with unprecedented force. This time, Russia won't inform Trump or anyone. A strike is coming, and it will be deadly. Such an operation could not have occurred without NATO's assistance, and most certainly not without insider collaborators within Russia. This is what makes the upcoming Russian response so terrifying. Putin has made it clear, the next strike will cross every boundary. Because after this internal drone attack, Russia believes its sovereignty is at risk. Smuggling drones into the country means even the Kremlin or nuclear warhead storage sites could be targeted next. Forget any ceasefire. It's off the table. This moment has become so dangerous that European nations involved now fear that Putin knows everything. And investigations are underway to determine which countries helped Ukraine. Ukraine's President Zelensky celebrated, calling the attack brilliant, and revealed they planned this operation for over 1 year, 6 months, and 9 days. The attack reportedly destroyed 40 bomber aircraft, showcasing the deadly power of drone warfare. The future of modern combat. India is also closely watching, preparing for potential drone warfare against Pakistan. That's why we're seeing Israeli drones being brought in under different operational names. Zelensky didn't reveal operational details, but confidently declared, "This will be remembered in history. Ukraine is now on the offensive. Russia started this war. We'll finish it." Ukraine claims they now have access routes into Russian territory, signaling future internal strikes. This drone attack is likely the most destructive assault in the Russia-Ukraine conflict to date. Ukraine's intelligence agency, SBU, has claimed it caused $7 billion in damage, far more than initial estimates. And it doesn't end here. Those who planned this attack are prepared for retaliation and counter-retaliation. It's all part of a long-term war strategy. The UK publicly declaring readiness for war shows this escalation was pre-planned. Whether NATO or the UK was officially involved or not, one fact is undeniable. Russia had internal informants. Ukrainian forces acquired a warehouse inside Russia, stored drones there for 6 months, and planned every detail over 1.5 years. This is next-generation warfare. India reportedly wants to replicate this strategy against Pakistan. Even Elon Musk stated, "The future is drones. The era of aircraft is over." India's own military has admitted its aircraft were shot down recently. Now they're preparing for a 3-stage war strategy. 1. Mass drone attack, possibly 400 to 500 drones. 2. Missile strike. 3. Naval operations. Fighter jets will take a back seat this time, because drones can infiltrate any country at any time. In Pakistan, the current wave of terrorism may soon be overshadowed by a new era of drone warfare.
So you're starting to see the height of World War III. You're starting to see nations really coming out there and putting their strategies into play so far as getting this thing set, man. But this through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, we understand that this is the Lord, man. And this is the Lord that's going to put the spirit on Russia to really, go out and just annihilate Ukraine and prepare to go all out war with America, man. Because we understand that Ukraine's allies with the Israelis, and at the same time allies with America, so and NATO and EU. So we understand that this is really going to bring in the height of World War III, and it's only going to continue to get worse, man. That's why we say don't be distracted with all the bullshit they pushing in the media. Keep your eyes on the prize, and that's the MOTB, and that's World War III, man. Cause that's the main thing that's been pushed, man. But nobody really is paying attention to it but the men of the Lord. And this is Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 4. I jump down. It says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thy army and horses and horsemen, all them that clothe with sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, and all them that handling swords. And this is speaking on who? Russia, man. This is speaking on Gog and Magog, which is Russia, because the Russians are inhabiting that land, which is inhabited at the time in the ancient world by the Japhetic nations, but Russia is inhabiting that land, which is lining up with Bible prophecy, man. And it says Persia. Persia is who? The Iranians, man. The Iranians has beef with who? Them small hats, man. It says Ethiopia, which is a Hamitic nation. Libya has beef with America, just like the Ethiopian nations, man. The Hamites ain't forgot what them damn Americans been doing, man. And them damn EU and NATO nations, because they're all in cahoots together. It says with them, and all them with shield and helmet. And this is why they're preparing. They're getting all their military equipment together. They're getting ready, man. It says Gomer's Turkey. And it says all their bands with the house of Togomar, which is the Hamitic nations of the North Quarters, and all their bands, and many people with them. So all the nations and our allies with Russia is getting prepared. You can't forget about China. They're allies with Russia, man. So all these nations, these superpowers, are prepared to go against America, NATO, and EU, and them damn small hats, man. Which they're gonna eradicate their ass, man. America's not gonna be no more. And it says, be thou prepared, and prepare thyself, for thou and all thy company are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. Because Russia is going to be a guard unto other nations. This is why you see Russia supplying the other nations with their capability, as far as war tactics, with their nuclear capability and things like that, man. Getting them prepared to go to war. Let me see. And that's basically what I really wanted right there, man. So, apparatus our Lord willing, this World War III update is edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai, showing you how this thing is starting to get, the tensions are starting to get closer and closer to this thing popping off. We just got to stay focused and keep our eyes on the prize, man. It's really not going to escalate until the MOTB is being pushed out, man. Before they really, you got to think about it. Russia might do a cyber attack. Who knows? Or your own government might do one and blame it on Russia, or blame it on Iran or another nation, just like they've been doing. Hey, they didn't make that movie Leave the World Behind for no reason, man. Your own government been playing you. It's called predictive programming. It's called revelation of the method. So who knows, man? Just stay focused and keep your eyes on the prize, man, because we're getting closer and closer to the return of our beloved Lord, Yahweh Shai. So I want to close it out by saying, Call Halayim La Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai, by